Some would call it madness, but for this professional stunt woman, it was the pursuit of perfect adrenaline. On the open highway, she gripped two safety handles tightly and then laid herself across the hood, as if she owned the world. Still, it wasn't enough. She shouted to her friend, the sheriff, to hit the gas. The wind slashed against her face, but the stint woman felt more alive than ever. Inside, their other friend, the medic, went from shock to euphoria, clapping at her colleague's skill. The three laughed as if nothing could touch them, but what began as fun quickly turned into a nightmare. Suddenly, a man with a sick gaze and a vile smile fixed his eyes on the stint woman. Excited by the danger, he decided to play hunter. Moments later, a car as dark as morning surged forward without warning. A heavy thud rocked the vehicle, nearly throwing the stint woman off. Luckily, the sheriff held the wheel firmly and steadied the car. The three exchanged bewildered glances, unsure of who they had provoked, but the psychopath needed no reason. He only wanted to toy with his prey. The hit had been so brutal that the stunt woman lost her grip on one of the handles, now hanging on the edge, her body whipping violently with every movement, desperate. The medic screamed at the pursuer, but he only laughed and attacked again. Now with both hands slipping free, the stunt woman tried to crawl back onto the car, but it was too late. All she could do was cling to the hood, praying not to be flung away like a discarded doll. Her screams replaced the thrill she once felt, no longer courage, only the desperate wish to make it home alive. But the hunter pressed on, blind with obsession, as if caught in a game of lethal collision. The stunt woman kicked at the enemy's car in despair, which only made him more excited. Then, by some miracle, another vehicle appeared, coming from the opposite direction. At the last second, the pursuer swerved, sliding off the road. The friend sighed in relief, but seconds later, he came back furious, vowing to finish what he started. That's when the sheriff, in a desperate reflex, yanked the wheel sharply, tricking the attacker. He couldn't react in time and lost control, but the impact flung the stint woman off the hood. The man staggered out, mocking the game, until suddenly the sheriff shot him in the arm, forcing him to retreat in fear. The friends, however, were left in despair, believing their companion had been crushed on the asphalt. But then, a weak voice echoed nearby, "I'm okay." The stunt woman had landed in a field of cassava plants, and with her experience, she knew exactly how to absorb the fall. Now consumed by rage, the three swore vengeance. The stunt woman rose with fire in her chest, grabbed an iron massager, and charged forward, ready to give the psychopath a free physiotherapy session. And on that day, the man who hunted women learned too late that the real prey was him.